Torgal, kill! All yours, Torgal! Bahamut!
Use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Assuming they will allow it, the echoes have a will of their own.
about Yote, Joshua?
She's strong-willed, loyal, and deadly with a blade. Much like Clive, but with better manners.
Very well. Make it look easy.
I do. Where are you off to now, then? Bound for the Free Cities, perhaps? Oh, no need to say if you'd rather not. We all have our reasons. Ain't exactly feeling like sharing with strangers myself at the mo. Truth be told, I could do with a bit of inspiration. Don't know which way to turn no more. Was doing a roaring trade back in Oriflamme. Right up until the poor Drake lost her noggin. So, thought I'd try me luck in the desert. And the Fang went the same way. And don't get me started on the mess in the bloomin' Dominion. Suppose I could try Canver next. But knowing my luck, the old place be crawling with the works before I'd even sat out me stall. But as I always say, where there's crisis, there's opportunity. The opportunity to mint Gil, that is. So, where to next? Is there any money to be made in Ash? Do orcs even carry Gil?
You're injured. What happened here? Where are your comrades?
Ether swallowed our camp. My own men did this. There's a village not far from here. Tabor. It's only a matter. We can't let...
I'll go.
Thank you. They must not...
Rest well, soldier. You said the encampment was close. Let's hope the Akashic are still there.
Another ether flood. They're everywhere now.
We can't go round it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
Good. I got here in time.
Someone there! Please, I can't move my leg!
That doesn't sound like an Akashic. You're with the battalion?
I am.
Taken care of. One of you...
Another survivor.
His wounds were...
He was right to send you. Those things... Tabor is safe, thanks to you. You seem familiar.
You must have me confused with some...
Wait. Son of a whore. You're Sid. I was there. In Kosnis when you killed my brothers. I was there in Rosalith when you killed my commander.
My war with Hugo Kupka is over. I bear no ill will toward those who follow...
And what of my ill will? Coward! Draw your steel. Lord Kupka shall be avenged!
When your wounds have healed and your head has cooled, come and find me if you must. Though I hazard your life would be better spent in service of those who need it. Or have you forgotten your oath?
My oath?
I know how hard they are to keep. Which is why I'm giving you the chance.
No. I won't be deceived. Lord Kupka told us of your crimes. You are an outlaw. A murderer.
Man. Like you or any...
I am nothing like you. But if you're not gonna kill me, then go. Just know that I will find you. You will regret not killing me when you had a chance, Sid. I will avenge my master.
Torgal, kill! Now, Torgal! Torgal, kill! All yours, Torgal!
We're nearly there.
Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
Welcome, travelers. We don't get many visitors here in Tabor.
Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
What brings you to our humble village, young man? If it's our artisans you're here to see, then please. But do try not to interrupt their work.
Are you buying or selling? Go safely.
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yote, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yote has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yote. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yote and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloeda Knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them, yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce!
Forgive us. We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity.
How dare you?
Distinguished members of the Council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king! He has come to save us from the Akashic! He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools! Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Enough. Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city, her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos. Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
By the flames.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike, his very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominance, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it, like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Omielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yote.
Let's find our friends.
It's plain she cares for you very deeply.
And I her, which is why I had to let her go.
Opportunity beckons. Who among you is bold enough to heal her?
Cyril. How fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yote is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix, and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you. Pray accept this token. For as long as you bear it, members of our order will reveal if there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
To Canva, then?
We'll talk about this later.
Cyril seemed very, You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
Lord Rosfield, I'm afraid I cannot stay to talk. I must leave to collect the reports of our spies in the field. Now that you wear the Phoenix down, our brothers and sisters will no doubt reveal themselves to you too. Farewell, my lord, and may the Firebird's flame burn ever in your heart.
The free cities under siege?
Are you sure this is the right way, brother?
Shouldn't have messed with the leader of the pack, eh, boy?
Faster!
You fought very bravely. The safety of the town is in our hands.
Ready, go?
Faster!
Time to fight. Straight home now. This one's awake. Let's see what's inside. Nice try. Nice try.
You're finished!
Nice try. Nice try. Nice try. Nice try. Too slow.
sword.
Clive. How may I help you today? Here's the latest information I have.
Clive! Here you go. Seen enough?
Did you see the pair that got hauled into tires?
Opportunity beckons. Who among you... Is that blade for hire, perchance?
Figuratively.
Well, a passing caravan carried with it a rumour most fortuitous for one in my trade, that a dread Evis are aggressive beasts. Compelled as they are to acts of violence, few survive to maturity. But that...
How do you want to sell?
Eventually, yes. Though I would have it tanned first that it might be crafted. Dread Evis skin is a rare thing indeed. But the worked hide of a well-aged beast... Now, that would fetch such coin that Gil bring me that beast's skin, and I will share with you the bounty of our
All right.
Of course you will. When one lives in such, leave Tabor through the east gate, but take the path that branches west. Once you reach... I eagerly await your safe, and above all...
Beneath the flood. Yes.
How are those new boots treating you?
They're fantastic. You! Finally.
Is something wrong?
At the university, the students would hang on my every word.
The university?
A specialist in ancient cultures, the most accomplished in all Valisthea. In my heyday, no obstacle could have kept me from my studies. Yet here I am, a wizened windbag, bested by the many steps of Tabor. The answers I seek lying just... Would you do an old man a kindness and brave the...
Climb the stairs and...
And memorize some courteous soul is rumored to have carved clues to Tabor's rich... 3 of them, to be precise. 1 each to the... I'm here in the hope that those carvings might shed light on a riddle I've been pondering, namely, the otherwise undocumented origins of Tabor's unique...
I can't promise I'll remember everything.
Remember what you can. I'll piece together the rest. Make for the...
That Cyril fellow's an odd fish, don't you think?
Well,
No history would be complete without mention of the mother crystals.
So it's these stones to Canva, and the rest of the boxes to Dalama.
Not a scratch on them. Have you noticed the Elder has been coughing less?
What golden plains might the wanderers have called home, I wonder? Farmers must have settled here in Tabor. I should speak to the old scholar before I forget everything I've read. The engravings were in good repair, considering that.
Oh, what that I could have seen. Come, don't tease me now. What did you learn? Let's start with the engraving.
Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor, sacred hold thy noble blood, till ends the mother's labor. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Fascinating. It would seem the founders of this city were descendants of those fallen charged with protecting the mother. But whatever could have driven the Guardians so... the engraving...
Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home. Or, I think that was it, at least.
No doubt you're right. There are vestiges of nomadic customs in Tabor its guardian roots could never account for. This is proving most enlightening.
Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land. Reap her promised blessing, that's all three.
And so, we add primitive farmers to Tabor's founding peoples. The final 3 engravings. One for each of the 3 peoples to have set guardians of the Mother Crystal, wanderers from across the plains, and last, but certainly little wonder it was so difficult to trace the roots of Tabor's culture. Those roots reach down, nonetheless. One cannot help but wonder why this fact is not better known among...
Too many stairs, perhaps.
Ha! Too many, but... For years, I have pondered the mysteries of Tabor's founding. Would that I had made the journey as a younger man, when stairs held none of their terror.
Careful how you pack that leather. Any creases or scratches.
Stand back, friend. You don't want to get this stuff on you, believe me.
Ambrosia won't help me here. Or here.
The free cities under siege?
Ready, go?
This might take a while. Straight home now. Old he may be, but it looks like there's still plenty of fight in him yet. Too slow. Nice try. All yours, Torgal. Now, Torgal! Too slow. Now, Torgal! The sooner it's off my hands, the better. Here's your hide.
I worried you might never return. Oh, as supple as a maiden's cheek. Clearly, my trust in you was not misplaced. You must be a hunter of considerable talent to have bested the beast with nary a scratch. Join me as my honored partner. With my means and your might.
I don't plan on making a habit of this.
Very well. Though I believe fate had a hand in our... Do not allow me to keep you from being about your bit. This is hide unlike any I've had the pleasure of handling. My clients will pay.
The free cities under siege?
Ugh.
rid of them. Clive. Smoke.
Is the city fallen?
free men are still holding their own, then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
Clive.
Oh?
You remember how some of Sir Wade's guardians took up residence here? Well, now the rest have come to join him. Seems their barracks in the Lazarus have been lost. Now, I don't mind having a few more brave boys around to keep them animals at bay. I ain't dat, but we ain't got nowhere for 'em to bed down. Poor buggers are having to make do with haylofts, and I'd build 'em a new barracks here if I could. But where would I put 'em? There just ain't enough room, which leaves us in a bit of a pickle. The people we're counting on to keep us safe are living like...
I see.
And it ain't just that lot. There's bears to think about too. There's been more and more of them turning up lately, coming from... But there's only so many we can shelter with the room we can't keep cramming more and more people into less and less space. What we need is a new... And that's what I was hoping you might help me with.
It's no but.
Thank you.
So...
Well, I reckon...
Eastpool. It's been a long time since...
It was a tragedy. And if any of us could have done anything to stop it, but what's done is done. And those who lived there wouldn't have wanted the village they loved.
I suppose you're right.
The blight might be pressing in, but I reckon it's got a good few years left in it yet. There's just one... A band of cutthroats have made it their den. And they don't seem like the nasty bastards they are too. I've lost some good men to their... Would have sent someone to clear 'em out sooner, if my boys didn't already have their hands full, fending off the Akashic. But now we've got a few more Guardians of the Flame to call on. I reckon it's time we made our move. What do you say?
I do. Eastpool was once home to people I loved. I won't have bandits sully those memories.
And I know the men will gladly... I've already shared a few thoughts with Sir Wade about how we might be able to win the place back. And I dare say he's got some ideas of his own too. Why don't you go and talk to him?
Of course.
Reckon Eastpool would make a nice little home for a few bearers and guardians with a mind to make a go of it. Once those blasted bandits have been sent packing, that is. Back to Eastpool, then.
Not just yet. Let's hear Wade's plan first. So, Wade, it's good to see you well.
And you, Lord Rosfield.
I spoke with Martha. She tells me you have plans to free...
That's right. Though I rather fear my men have been treading on her toes somewhat since... And then there are the bearers. Men and women who found the courage to flee them. We need somewhere to settle them. And I can think of worse...
As can I, which is why I agreed to help you with...
That's very kind of you. I'd be most grateful. With you beside us, we shall soon send that rabble of...
So?
That thankfully there aren't too many of them. Fewer than a dozen, and rather less, thankfully. The road that leads there will more than like... A small force would suffice to clear the village. But if the Akashic were to follow them in, that force could end up trapped between a rock and...
I'll head into Eastpool and deal with the bat. You and the Guardians can stay outside the village and fend off any Akashic who can't make sure I'm not taken on.
I can't ask you to bear all that risk yourself, my lord.
The Akashic are the bigger risk. I can handle a few ban.
Well, I shall summon my men at once.
Shall I wait for you here?
No need, my lord. You go on ahead.
All right.
We shall see you there. And may victory await us.
Who the hell are you? Kill them!
You will leave this place.
Or face the consequences. That's the end of that, then. Or maybe not. What's that thing doing here? Doesn't matter. It goes too. Nice try. Too slow. Any more surprises? I'll take that as a no.
Bravo. A magnificent display, my lord.
You were watching. I thought you were keeping an eye out for a cat.
We were. Put down more than a few on the road, then arrived just in time to...
Let's hope it was the last of its kind. Though I expect you and the Guardians...
I would hope so.
Your men will be bringing the bearers who'll be living here, I assume. It might be best to send word for them to come right away. Before any other unsavory characters move in.
Of course. I'll send orders for them to depart immediately. Leave it with me, my lord.
Home. Without masters.
No. We're the masters now. Our lives are our own at last.
That's all of them. And not a single Akashic in sight. Now to begin the important work of rebuilding the place. It won't be easy, Especially not after 5 years of beasts and blackguards having their wicked way with the place. The masonry might still be sturdy enough, but half the beams are rotted. Those that weren't lost in the fire or burned by the bandits, that is. It'll take a bit of elbow grease, but we'll see Eastpool rise again. Just you wait.
So wait. Lady Hannah is buried here. If you don't mind, I'd like Oscar to join the rebuilding efforts. He should be a part of this.
Of course. I couldn't agree more.
I'll let Martha know that everyone arrived safely. If you need anything more, you have only to send a Stolas.
And we will, my lord. Safe travel.
Eastpool lives again.
Let's go and tell Martha the good news.
First things first, we'll need to get a few of these roofs seen to. Wouldn't want to be caught in a storm without any shelter.
I'd better get this well back in working order. If we're gonna live here, we'll need something to drink.
Ah, there you are. Sir Wade told me you got rid of the bandits. What's all this about? Some On second thoughts, don't tell. It'll only give me nightmares of my own. What matters is you...
I suppose it will be. What will you call it?
What else? Eastpool. Sir Wade said it best. There's plenty bad happened to that place. But that don't undo the good that happened there. No need to...
Did Wade say that?
Well, something along... Anyway, the poor souls might have made it to Eastpool. But their work ain't done yet. So the way I see it, neither is if it's food or lumber or strong backs they need.
Thank you, Martha.
No, thank you. You didn't have to help.
I wanted to.
Eastpool's been in ruins for years, so wonder any of it's still standing. But with a bit of lumber, a lick of paint, and a lot of hard work, they'll make a home of it yet.
Canda's walls will not hold the Akashic Horde for long. We can only hope they hold it for long enough.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that. Fancy a look at the list, do you? Here you go. Seen enough?
How may I help you today, Clive? Your benefactors are a generous lot. Here you are. Best of luck out there. Sid.
be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need.
You know what you have to do. Clive, I fear that I must bid you farewell. As you know, our time grows short. The Lord Chief Justice's vultures are circling. We must strike now. Before we part, I want you to know that, though I may not always have been your most vocal ally...
Thank you. I appreciate the sentiment. And I understand his revenge.
It is the one I found, and it is all that I have lived for since that day.
But what of Lostwing?
I built Lostwing to achieve this aim. Once it is done, the village will have served. My comrades and I are sure of our cause, and we shall fight to the last. But there are those among us who cannot fight. I would place Lostwing in their hands, if I thought it would. But a village home only to the frail and the infirm is not likely to stay as safe. And so, Clive, I find my... Will you take them to your hideaway, that they might live, even should Lostwing die?
I will.
Thank you. I will not have it said that I did not see to the well. The people I speak of have withdrawn to Gotan's Bales, away from danger in case the Black Shield struck.
Understood.
Then the last of my preparations are complete. And may Griga guide us.
Come then, brother. We are awaited in Gotan's Bales.
Everyone. Quinton has asked... You can no longer guarantee your protection, but I can. There's a
Well, if that's what the Master thinks best. Sid, none of us would be standing here today if it weren't for Mum. We owe him our lives. So we ain't about to start telling him what he should... If he's saying we ain't safe in Lostwing no more, it's because he ain't coming. And if that's what has to happen, then so be it. I only hope he can see this through to the end, that we get to see.
I hope so too.
Oi! You lot! Where's everyone else?
They've gone with Master Quinton.
Oh, fuck.
What's wrong?
I've just come from the Justice's manor. We have to get Quinton to call off the... It ain't just the Black Shields protecting the place. He's got a guard dog and all. They don't stand a chance against that thing. They're all gonna fucking die.
No. We can't. Sid! Don't worry about us. You've got to catch up with him. We can't let Quinton die before that bastard does.
All right. I'll do what I can. Where is this manor?
It's way over to the east, through the woods.
Promise us, Sid.
The manor's to the east of Lostwing, through the woods. Quinton and the others will be halfway there already. You have to hurry.
I still haven't paid Quinton back for saving my life. So don't let him die. Not yet.
Please, Sid, you've got to catch up with him. Don't let all our work be in vain.
No mistakes. Nice try. Nice try.
Clive, look.
No. Don't tell me we're too late. Quentin.
No, which is more than I can say for my comrade. They followed me, without question, all the way.
This must be the guard dog. Quentin. I'll hold it off. You go.
But...
your comrades didn't die for nothing. They died for you. Don't let their sacrifice be in vain.
I won't.
Come on, then.
That is no mere guard dog.
No. Just a rabid beast that needs to be put down. If only we'd arrived earlier. Is it over?
It is. He wept and begged for mercy. And I cut him from it, just as I dreamed of doing all my plans. Building a haven in Lostwing. It was all for this. But what is this? Justice? My faithful comrades. All those lives lost.
Quentin.
Master Quentin! Oh, thank Grieger you're safe.
You're alive.
And so are you. I'm so sorry. I tried to warn you about that thing. And I hate to say it, but there's more bad news. It's Lostwing. It's been flooded.
What? Lostwing. My Lostwing.
And look who's here.
They must have stolen in after we left, just before the flood struck. What if there are still people in there?
Don't be a fool!
Damn it.
Quentin's not going to last long in there.
Then we finish this quickly.
Quentin! Hold on. I'm gonna get you out of here! You're finished! I need to get back to Quentin. Look at me!
Thank the Founder. He hasn't turned. Welcome back to the land of the living.
Is Lostwing?
The flood has filled the valley.
I see. Then all is at an end. A strange way to achieve one's life's ambition.
No, Master Quentin. Save your strength.
Why? All that I strove for is gone. Only emptiness remains. I have nothing left to live for.
What the heck are you on about? You've got us, ain't you? Don't try telling me you only freed us so you could get revenge. We're more than that to you, and we all know it.
I thought you weren't coming back. But I prayed, and you did. There's got to be a reason for that, right? Can't we just go back to how it was? You know, you looking after us all.
Your work ain't over yet, Master Quentin. We believed that you were the right man to lead us, and we still do.
Your village may be lost, but it seems your people aren't, so long as you remain to guide them.
But why? After what why would anyone follow me?
'Cause we're family, aren't we?
Family?
Yeah, and all our comrades who went with you, they felt the same. Lostwing weren't just a village. It was all of us.
It was. And as long as we're still here, it is too.
We can start again. Build a new Lostwing, right here in the Bales.
A fresh start. One life ends, and another begins. Why just a village? We could build towns. A nation, even. What's to stop us?
That's the Master Quentin we know.
Please. I am nobody's master. Quentin will suffice, after all. We are family. Permit me to withdraw my request. I will no longer be needing your help in looking after my...
I'll pretend you never asked.
But you must be rewarded for your efforts on our behalf. You saved my life.
A bottle or two of your finest red will suffice.
Of course. And I have a feeling that this year's, if you don't mind waiting...
I look forward to it.
They are right, you know. Lostwing can be rebuilt. It was more than a mere village. More than a staging ground for revenge. It was a vision of how life might be. Of how we who have suffered can come to find family again.
I made sure our fallen comrades were laid to rest. And they can rest easy, knowing that their sacrifice wasn't in vain. That justice was done. As for us survivors, well, we've just got to keep at it. Keep the family together. For their sakes.
I'd have followed Quentin to that manor if I could have done, and I'll keep following him now. Wherever that surly bastard cares to lead us.
Quentin's gonna build us new Lost Wing, and I'm gonna help.
What's happened? The guards at the gate.
If we're going to do this, we'll need...
Clive, it just so happens that right at this very...
And what talents?
Why, your fearlessness and your skill...
I'm listening.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, when these dark skies swept over the Republic, so too did a wave of chaos. Randalar has been particularly badly affected. Many of the capital's bearers have lost their masters, or taken the opportunity. None remain free for long, of course. Most find themselves under the protection of the Fit. But the army, too, is in disarray, and finds itself unable to provide for its new charges. Which means it has been looking to sell.
And you've been looking to buy, to make sure these masterless bearers remain that way.
Precisely. It's the perfect opportunity to free dozens more, and for an attractive price, no less.
So where does my skill with a blade come in?
Though we may have the funds to buy these bearers, we have nowhere to house them. So we've been searching for a place where they can be resettled. Somewhere far from the prying eyes of those who would see them enslaved once more. And we believe we have found one. Cashlock. The place was abandoned a long time ago, but when the men moved...
And so we seek the aid of a fearless swordsman to...
How could I refuse?
Excellent. Theo, if you wouldn't mind making arrangements for the transportation of our guests as...
Of course.
Sounds like you'll have your work cut.
I will. We have an entire village to stock and furnish. Residents, even if I begin right now, I'll be working day and night. So I'd better get started. Try to clear the place out before the...
I'll do my bit.
You will find a village in Chairdra's Thread, past Lateney's Cleft. My man there will open the gate for you.
All right.
I'm sure you... Pass through Lateney's Cleft, and you'll see what's left of Cashlock down in the valley.
Oh, you're a friend of the Crimson Caravans. And by the look of you, I'd say you were the help they told me was on its way. Cashlock's just down there, if you'd be so kind.
Must have been a nice place once.
It will be again.
I think that's the last of them.
I think you're right. Let's head back to Boklad. Something the matter? Quiet.
Those are our terms. I trust that you will give them...
I shall.
Him again.
Someone you know?
Yes, but enough about him.
It's done.
You made quick work of it.
I should go and let Eloise know.
Don't let me keep... but Clive... Don't tell her I was... She'll only get upset. I'll explain everything once you...
Right. Eloise, I just got back from Cashlock.
Thank you, Clive. Here, something for your trouble. Well then, now that you have laid the ground, I suppose we'd better finish. The first thing we'll need to do is make sure our offer for the bearers is...
You're still in negotiation?
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf, but things have been trickier than we anticipated. I suppose it's to be expected. This is the army we're dealing with. Fighting's what they do. But we shall emerge victorious.
Well...
I'm not sure I do.
Ah, Clive.
You wanted to talk?
The man I was watching earlier, the one speaking to my sister. He represents the Silver Peak Consortium. It's one of the bigger trading houses.
I don't think I've heard of them.
Well, every trader in Dharmekia has. They operate across the length and breadth of the... and they're still expanding. They've been trying to get Eloise to join their ranks for some time now, and Judging by her reaction earlier, I'd say she had half a mind to
And you'd rather she didn't?
I would rather she did what makes her happy, and I would never deny her such an opportunity. Eloise saved me from slavery, and we have striven to save others like, but this was not the life my sister wanted, nor the one. She freed me from my bonds, and she must be freed from hers in turn.
You're a good man, Theo.
I have always been grateful for what my sister, and I want to repay the favor. But each time an opportunity to do just that arises...
She loves you.
And I love her. Which is why I want this time to be different. To show her, though I'm sure I'll still need some help from time to time.
Always.
Thank you, Clive. Well then, I had better get... These bearers aren't going to move themselves. That's a job for the Crimson Caravan. This could well be the last commission the Crimson Caravans undertakes. Under present management, at least. But don't tell my sister I said that, will you?
See the pair that got hauled into tires?
My Lord Marquis, that some of my fellow guardians are to build a new home there, both for themselves and for Madame Martha's bearers.
It's true.
I have many fond memories of Eastport. When I was a child, we would visit my aunt and uncle often. They would lavish attention. I went to see Aunt Hannah after my uncle passed away, but...
Oscar, I'd like you to assist...
But my training is not yet complete.
I warned you I might not be the easiest of masters, but I'm not as hard-hearted as that. Go. Be with your aunt. Rebuild her home. Is what she would have wanted.
Yes, my lord. Thank you, my lord. I will not forget this kindness, my lord. I shall go to Eastport, but as soon as the rebuilding work is complete, I promise to return.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
is done.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Sounds like thunder.
You're late. We're starting to think you'd stumbled off a cliff.
I seem to recall that was you, Gav.
Good to see you. Any trouble on the road?
Nothing we couldn't handle.
I knew you'd come. Is that who I think it is?
Yes.
Allow me to introduce my brother, Joshua.
Clive's told me all about you. Or even listening most of the time. Name's Midadol, but everyone calls me Mid.
My lady.
Eh?
My boy. Uncle Byron.
It's really you. I never thought I'd see the day.
So these Akashic are being controlled?
That's what it looked like. Empty eyes, eerie blue glow. No doubt they were turned, but silent as monks, every last one of them.
Your man here speaks true, Clive. We saw more than a few in this city. They moved in ranks with a purpose, and not of their own.
Ultima's doing.
Perhaps.
What of the city? The people?
Dead, mostly.
Mostly, but not all. A handful managed to lock themselves in their villas before the Horde arrived. Some in the Merchants' District to the west, and a few others on the far bank.
If the Akashic stumble across either hiding place, a few bolted doors won't hold them for long. We need to find them. And quickly.
What do you propose?
We split into two parties. I will make for the Merchants' District, while you look to those across the river. Mind keeping an eye on my brother?
Not at all. We find the villa and try the servants' entrance.
Understood.
And what of us?
Mid, is she fit to sail?
The ship, the Mithril engine could probably do with a few more tweaks.
Then you better work fast. Even if we do reach the survivors in time, they'll never make it to the hideaway on foot.
You leave that to me.
See that Mid doesn't get herself into trouble, would you?
Think I can manage that?
I'll keep him safe.
Looks like you stuck with me, Byron.
That's Lord Rossfield, you little gutter snipe!
Shall we then?
And you keep Clive safe.
Be careful. Both of you.
You too.
All right, Torgal. Let's find those survivors. They don't stand a chance against those things. They've been routed. They're wearing Maluda armor. leaders gather, there may still be survivors inside. Where are they? These creatures. Sometimes reach extend this far. What the hell is going on here? Too slow.
Where is your master? What does he want? It's over. It's over.
You've caused quite the commotion. But then I would expect no less from you, Muthos.
You again. I don't believe we've been introduced. You were in my family's crypt. And now you're here. With an army of Akashic thralls.
Manners, Lord Rossfield? They are men, like you and me. Albeit ones unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
What?
And they are all that remains in this once raucous city.
You'll pay for what you've done.
As you wish. I confess I have been very much looking forward to this. Pardon me this indulgence, Your Majesty. The vessel shall not be spoiled. I am Sleipnir of House Harvard, and you will yield. Or not.
As long as you don't hold back.
Nice try.
Nice try. Little trick.
You will forgive me if my performance seems uninspired. It is just that I expected so much more from our chosen one. Perhaps this will kindle your flame?
What now?
A gift from my liege lord's armory. Gungnir. Watch closely, Mythos. Yes! Yes!
Nice try.
Get him!
Too slow. Almost. Kill! Nice try. Too slow. Too slow. Too slow. Too slow. Nice try.
One is seldom enough. Would you not agree?
Actually, I wouldn't. Slow. Nice try. Too slow.
Enjoying yourself?
The vessel is strong. My liege.
Clive!
You're all right.
As are you, I see.
We are, yes.
I'm sorry, but we couldn't save them.
It was over before we arrived.
Well, you did what you could. I fear we were all too late. What's wrong?
Nothing. I hope.
Leaving so soon, Mythos?
It's the king.
Indeed. You may kneel before Barnabas Tharm, Warden of Ash and King of Walud.
Get back.
Wild and impetuous. I expected more of the boy who bested my Lord Commander. Yet I see why my master covets you so. The power within you, Mythos. The potential.
Stop calling me Mythos.
But Mythos is everything. The cornerstone of all creation. The Lord's vessel. Your purpose.
My purpose? To surrender my mind and body to that thing. No, Your Majesty. My purpose is my own. I made a promise to my friends, to my people. And nothing is going to stand in my way.
You would allow this delusion of free will to bar your path to greatness? Truly, your volition is a cancer. One that must be excised.
Try it.
As all the rest.
Joshua!
beyond reckoning, and they use it as a crutch. Such a waste.
Will you be all right?
The phoenix can mend flesh, but the spirit must recover on its own. I'm afraid the rest is up to him. This place is remarkable. Outfitting it must have been no small feat. But why go to such trouble?
That beauty's belly's filled with wonders the world ain't ready for. If the guilds caught wind of what we were up to, they'd all want a piece. All right?
And how is he? Do not blame yourself. He was barely breathing when you brought him here. We would have lost him if it were not for you.
No. Barnabas may have severed nigh every sinew in my brother's body. But he made certain the wounds were not fatal.
Nigh every sinew?
Allow me, your lordship. Don't know what I was thinking, putting you to the trouble like that.
'Tis no trouble carrying comestibles to my ailing nephew.
I know, but you've already done so much for us. Pouring your gil into the hideaway and now the ship. I don't want to take the piss.
You risked your life. And for what? Some girl you hardly know. Why'd you do it? You not mad or something?
I wouldn't go that far.
Clive!
You're awake. My boy. Oh.
All I want to do is help. And the world won't save itself. It was Sid. Your father, who taught me that.
Sounds like him.
Don't you dare do that again.
What of the royalists?
Fucked off, the lot of them, along with the galleon. With the king on board, no doubt. The Iron Hair wouldn't sail without him. Clive. Jill didn't come back.
What do you mean?
She kept the king busy while the others dragged you out.
It's all right, Mid. Jill is fine.
The ether of her icon endures. And as long as it does, we can be certain she is alive.
We must pursue the Black Galleon. Jill will be with the king, I'm sure of it.
Well, good luck catching him, because my ship's going nowhere. It's the Mithril engine. She's got a kick like a wild chocobo and a mind to tear the hull in half.
But do you have an idea?
Well, of course I do. My dad'll have seen this coming a league off. If I had his old writings...
If you had his old writings, you'd be sitting under a fuckload of rubble. The ones Otto didn't save anyway. I suppose he might still have a few pages in his stores.
We'll have to hope it's enough. Do what you can to ready the ship. I'll speak with Otto.
In your condition, you really are mad.
Perhaps. But the world really won't save itself. Gav said that Otto might know something.
Cole said it was an army of Akashi.
Back again? How may I help you today? Here you are. Thus ends today's lesson.
If it's knowledge you seek, plenty to guide you in your search.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out. Is that all?
Yep. What's that for you, dear? And?
I've ever seen. Something tells me it won't be easily broken.
There was nothing I could do.
Cole said it was an army of Akashi.
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are crawling with Akashi?
Clive, where the hell is everyone else?
They're all right.
You lot don't do things, but at least everyone's still breathing. Now, as for these writings, I'm sorry to say, Clive, but if you had those, you...
Sitting under a pile of rubble.
But we were able to save a few bits and pieces from the ruins. Most, the more personal items, we gave to the next of kin. In the case of Sid's things, that.
Then I'll check the workshop.
spoils if Tyre ain't around, eh?
It says here that once turned,
You look just like a princess.
Kashik is forever
And you
lost.
look like the princess's sister.
Master Sid, have you seen His Highness the Prince? We were to dine together, or so I was going to suggest. Before he vanished, that is. I suppose now I'll just have to ask the Bard.
If Amber and the Lazarus are gone, do you think Mid's ship will ever sail?
Who saw that work of devil?
This looks like it's from Sid's old diary. But you'll already have read it. I'd better keep looking. What do we have here? Oh. Sid's pipes.
I know this is your hideaway, but you really shouldn't be in here. If Mid caught you rifling through her research, she'd have your head. Then mine for letting you.
That leather loosener was only the first of the discoveries the Alembic gonna help us make. Just you wait, Sid. Just you wait!
We've had no word from Canva for days. Please tell me Mid is all right.
I remember seeing this doll in Sid's cellar. I wonder if... Huh. What's this tucked inside it? Sid's best invention. So Sid hid something in Mid's first opus. But what would that be? Perhaps Otto might know. Possibly. You wouldn't happen to know what...
Opus? That girl's as tone deaf as a banshee. Unless you mean the orchestrion. She couldn't have been more than, what, 11, 12 when she cobbled that thing. It surprised us all. Not least her dad. You should have seen how proud he was. What's that battered old box have to do with anything?
I think Sid may have hidden something.
Once those two and their bloody treasure hunts. Half the things in the hideaway were hidden one time or...
How are we supposed to do our job?
I didn't break it. Well, I didn't break...
What didn't you break?
Nothing. We didn't break nothing. We definitely didn't break the orchestra.
What's wrong?
It's broke, except... See?
And you had nothing to do with this?
No, nothing. We just wanted to listen to all, so we press all the buttons. Like this. See?
All too well. All right, out of the way. There's something caught on one of the gears.
Did you break it? Can you fix it?
No, I mean, yeah. There. How about now?
You fixed it! Sid fixed it! He more than fixed it! Yeah, new music!
Huh. Never heard this one before.
They started playing when I removed this. Whatever it is.
Well, don't look at me. I can tell you it's important, though. Sid showed it to me once and said as much. Said it was the stuff dreams were made of. Let's just hope it's the stuff ships are made of as well.
Indeed. Let's see if we can make some dreams come true.
Just the two I was looking for.
Aye. Who's a patient?
Actually, yes. The Crown Prince just left.
Dion left?
Unless you've another word for stood up and walked off. He did have the decency to leave a message with Obelisk before commandeering one of his dinghies. Should
No, we're not the Prince's keepers. He's free.
I'd rather he did so in bed. His wounds are much like yours, I suspect. Otto told me what happened in Canver. What is it with this realm's princes?
Ask me when I get back, though I may be sometime.
Then at least try to...
And if that fails, try to stay alive, eh?
Every moment I waste here, the further the flagship sails. I have to get back.
Those imps are going to break that thing.
Let me help. I know my letters. Most...
I was wondering when next you'd visit. Now this, I believe you will find most interesting. If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it. always welcome, Clive.
Let me help. I know my letters.
Cole said it was an army of Akashi.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. All done?
You reckon there's any more treasure in the orchestrion? Only one way to find out.
Lord Marquis, you seem unwell. I know His Grace has asked that I remain here with your people. But if you were to require my services, I could leave for the Free Cities at once.
Let me help. I know my letters. Most of...
Knowledge hoarded is knowledge lost. You are always welcome, Clive.
Cole said it was an army of Akashi.